G League Season 3. Yeah. So, first of all, we only got through 27 out of 56 games. You know, there's 8 guys in the league. They're supposed to play 14 games apiece, and then you divide that by 2. 56 games. We didn't even get halfway there. So that is obviously not good. No, not good. In our short season, Ninja and Richie played the most games. I don't know. There's not really a whole lot to talk about here, obviously. Turd, 5-1. That's pretty good. Nos 0-1. All right, so let's just briefly talk here. Nos, I know he talked a bit about the weather over there in Louisiana. I think that's where he lives. But that's fine. But golly, 1 game in a month just doesn't seem too good. I know he's got a little kid as well, recently born. But he also talked about just not being interested, and that's a bit of a disappointment there. He said he won't be coming back, so DPS is going to get double time on the tags, working on the tags. Ninja, he did his best. He played everybody except Nos. Noodles played some games. He's on early in the morning, but he doesn't stay up late at all, so that's kind of hard for some guys. But he's active. He's tagging people. He's DMing people. So he's trying his best. CBK, he's kind of prone to going MIA for periods of time, but he usually gets his games in, and if he doesn't, it's close. But I think the nobody else being around really hurt him. Here's Nate. He had to deal with his father's passing. I think it was his father, his passing, so I'll cut him some slack, but yeah. Turd got a few games in. Now Turd, as opposed to Noodles, he's always on super late, so that's kind of hard to schedule with. But I know you want to play, Turd. I know you want to play. It's just kind of how it falls, with your schedule. Richie did a good job. Got everyone but Nos. Scotty got most everybody, and even playing Turd through their typical desyncs, they got that figured out, which I'm glad to see. Oh, they did not finish Mac. 27 out of 56 games. Not good. So I guess some points I'll just bring up real quick. I know most of you guys, you want to play. A few guys didn't, or at least one guy didn't, and it's just kind of hard to schedule each other, but I really do encourage that you guys talk to each other, letting each other know what's going on, DM each other if applicable, respond to DMs especially. I know, some of us have been kind of ghosting. So I think that's about all can be done, you just got to talk to each other. If you have to set up a time to play it's a little bit out of your normal range, you got to do it. You got to do what you got to do to accommodate your fellow league mates. But yeah, a bit of a disappointment. So as far as the future for the league goes, I don't know if we'll keep this particular format. I've had it set to where the main league depends on the G League. The G Leaguers have to get through their games, get through their playoffs before they join, the 2 winners, or I guess the winner of the G League joins the main league Hero Cup. I don't know if that's going to work going forward. So one thing I've thought about, and we don't have to make a decision right away, is making the G League an OG league, original, you know, no drafting, just play matchups, and have a few guys from the main league join, just to kind of spice things up. That's just one thought I had. I would like to hear all of you guys' thoughts and see what you guys can come up with, so something like this doesn't happen again. Yep. Turd says, finish our season in the off season of next league, or the main league. Yeah, you guys could definitely do that. I would encourage that, in fact. I thought about letting you guys like vote to see, or not vote, but sign up for some sort of mock playoffs. I'm not gonna have any promotion or demotion this year. I don't think that's fair to the main leaguers. Okay. Wade asks, how do you decide who plays in which league? What do you mean, for the OG league? I was thinking you have to, I don't know, just have a few guys drop down to the OG league. Nothing crazy. Beast Mode says, so G is now like an Omaha tourney. We could do, I mean, that's the OG league. Yeah, that would be one option. Richie says, make one league like you did before, but like a national and American league. I've also thought about that. If we could get, see, we've got 12 in the main league now, 8 in the G League. If we could get 8 dudes to add, we could have 10 in each conference, separate drafts. But I just don't know if there's enough solid people for that. Okay, Wade says, you said a few guys might drop down. I did not say that. I don't think, anyways. We're going to keep the main league intact as it is for now. Turd, I would put everyone in one league. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking, but I just don't know if we can get enough solid guys. I mean, CBK, Scotty, yeah. Richie, yeah. You, probably so. Tater, I don't know. Nos definitely gone, but we did add Ludio. Ludio is in for next season. So I want you guys to think about that and just kind of let me know if you've got any ideas, or just tell me your situation, what you'd be okay with, whatever. So I guess that'll about do it for the G talks. DM me if you want to, if you got anything to say, of course, or do it in the main chat. We can get a discussion going. All right, I'm gonna change gears and talk about the main league. Yeah, Turd, yeah, you guys recruit as well. That'd be helpful if you guys could get a few dudes who really do want to play. All right, changing gears. Playoffs. Time to reveal the standings here. So number 1, DPS, 10-1 record. Of course, he's gonna get the 1 seed there. Almost went undefeated. I wonder who beat him. I wonder who. And then number 2, it's gonna be Mac, 9-2. He played all of his games super duper early. Whoops. Okay, number 3, Fiddlesticks, 8-3 record. I think these are supposed to go over here. Hold up. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I got a spreadsheet for this. Alright, so next up is 40 FPS because there's a group here. I'll just copy and paste this over. Okay, so it does go right there. So 40 FPS, there is this group of guys who went 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. Golly, that's crazy, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, man. Shoosh. So, one thing that drops Ingram here out is he missed the midway deadline. So that is an early tiebreaker, taking him down to, I guess, the 9 spot. Yep. And then next, I went 1. Wait, did I do the math right? Huh. Okay, let's figure this out real quick. Gotta make sure here. I'm second guessing myself just because I thought there was only like 4 of us who went 5 and 6. Man, that auto-aging crap, that's funny. Okay, so the NFL tiebreakers. So if there's 3 or more clubs, you look at the best one-loss tie percentage in games among these teams. So among these 5 and 6 teams here, let's look. Copy this over here for ease of access. So 40 in this group. Fucking up. 4. Okay, so he went 1 win, 1 loss, win, loss. So he went 3 and 1 in this group. Nelson. He beat me 1 and 1, 2 and 1, 3 and 1. Okay. Cody's next. Okay, so he won against. Okay, so 1 win, 1 loss, 1 and 1, 2 and 1, 2 and 2. It's not gonna take a while, beast mode. I'm hurrying. Okay, myself, I went 1 and 3 in the I went 1 and 3 in the group. I know that I lost to CJ, lost to Nelson, lost to Cody, beat Wade, and then Wade also went 1 and 3 in the group. I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure. Yep. But then he lost to me. So that's how it'll shake down. Because 40 beat Nelson, they tied here, but he beat Nelson, so he gets the nod. And then down here, I beat Wade, I get the nod. Boom. There it is, folks. So there's half the league right there through that tiebreaker. And then Jerry obviously didn't meet the midway deadline. Tennessee went 4 and 7, and then 3 and 8, 2 and 9. So there we go. There's your playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. And I usually don't set a playoff deadline, but I think I will this time. Let's see here. We could probably wrap the whole thing up by the 14th. It's a pretty easy deadline. So I guess real quick we can look at some stats. DPS had the title belt all until that second to last game you had. Dominant performance by him, a ton of points for, really good points against. That's a really good season. Mac also had a really good season. It's been so long, but he's got he's got Randall Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's not gonna do anyone any favors on defense. I don't know if it'd be fair to call the number 2 seed a dark horse, but he could definitely make a run. Fiddlesticks, solid season. The best statistical defense in the league, though. Tennessee Williams is rated higher because he didn't get to play his own offense, if that makes sense. And then the big mosh pit at 5-6. Disappointing season by me, of course. A couple games that didn't close out, some mental mistakes, getting play picked off the field. Ugh. My defense did pretty good, for how bad they are, but my offense not so much. Tennessee Williams, like we talked about, really, really good defense. Wade says 5 OT games for me. Yeah, man. Ridiculous amount of OT games. So, I could have 5 more wins, or not 5 more wins, but a few more wins, a few more losses. I probably won. I will say I probably went 1-4 in overtime. See if I got that up here. Okay, 0-1, 0-2, 1-2, 1-3, missing one. Whenever you guys post scores, I do want you to say if it's overtime or not, because I'm gonna start compiling, coin toss and win correlations. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you win the coin toss, you're gonna win the game 90% of the time. I want to see if that's right, so keep that in mind. These guys are safe from relegation this year. Like I said, I don't think it's fair to have relegation when G League just didn't play their games on time. I guess we don't have stats in right now. A lot of work there to be done, so we're not going to get to go through the all-pro teams, unfortunately. So that's kind of a bummer. We'll get those in eventually, I think, but it'll probably be well after the season's over. Of course, the hero round will still be played. Winner gets an extra pick as usual, unless we go to a combined league format, at which point I don't know if this will just be for the satisfaction of winning the last hero round, but yeah, that's about all I've got for you. Do you guys have any questions before I head off? Doesn't look like it. How long of a break before season 14 starts? What's the matchups? Oh, well, yeah, I can do the matchups real quick. Okay, DPS gets a bye. Mac gets a bye. Fiddlesticks will host Cody. 40 FPS will host Nelson. Then the hero round, Dizzy hosts Ultada. And then it's 8 and 9. And it's 8 and 7. And 10 and 9. So Wade will host me. It's the first time I've ever missed the playoffs. Tennessee will host Jerry. That's still a pretty solid hero round here. There are your matchups. Alright, so how long a break before season 14? I don't know. I would shoot for Thanksgiving or Christmas break. I don't think we'll leave the year. I don't know. We might leave the year without having another season. I'm not for sure, man. I want to get a gauge of how everyone feels. I want to see how everything's going with me. So it's kind of hard to answer. When will a final decision be made on G? A final decision will be made as far as like if we combine the leagues or if we go OG or whatever. Whenever we come back from break, or taking a break from the leagues, I'll be thinking about it over that time. Patrick B, I think that is CBK, so G should finish our games. I'll give you, if you guys want to keep playing, go for it, man. I'm not going to put another deadline restriction on you guys, but if you could get it done, if there's any aspirations of you guys getting it done, go ahead and let me know, and then I might put a deadline on it or whatever. Okay. Ben says 2025 wouldn't be the worst. It would be the worst because that year sounds fictional. But yeah, that would, maybe after New Year's and all that stuff. I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out Dynasty as well. I'm going to take this time off to formulate some ideas about that. Turd, are we officially saying that Nos is gone, even for the current season? I'd say he's probably gone. I don't really want to throw Ludio in to play as Nos's team. I'd rather just wipe the one game that Nos played from the record and just have you guys play the rest of the games out. It'd make it go faster, and it would be a little bit more honest, I feel. I don't know, though. I'd rather Ludio get a fresh start, if that makes sense. Wipe works, just end it. Yeah, I mean... Like I said, I don't really want you guys to waste your time trying to finish the season if you don't want to, but if you want to, go ahead. And again, I don't want to put a restriction on you guys, so I don't want to say, oh, you've got to play these games that don't matter for anything by this time. So it's really up to you guys. GPS. Any more questions or comments? I should make a group chat for Dynasty before too long with a few guys in it, and we can go from there, maybe. That's kind of what I've got my heart set on right now. Thanks for watching, fellas. Guess I will call it there. Obviously, DM me if you got any questions, and if you want to discuss this further, take it to the G League chat. So, signing off.